We saw a lot of divorces in 2023, and I'm wondering if that trend is going to continue. This woman right here says that she is a divorce and custody attorney in Michigan, and she said that it's the beginning of the year. She just got back to work, and her phones are ringing off the hook. Is something going on in the water? Some of the comments. Moms finally got sick of husbands who don't fill their stockings and forget the holidays. Andy says, we have finally realized we're better off single. I'll be calling next week. Ariel says, rough. I had my consultation 4 days after Christmas. Couldn't even wait till the new year. Sugar Queen said, mom's tired of doing all the work all year. Whitney says, paralegal here in Arkansas. The holiday divorce rush is worse than the gym rush and lasts way longer. This person said, you just gained a new follower, possibly a client. Yes, it was rough. This person says, two of my friends asked for my divorce attorney's friends' contact information. This person says, I was waiting to do this until after the holidays because I didn't want to ruin Christmas for my kids, but it's been a long time coming. Maddie says, I'm in a Facebook mom group for my city, and I counted 15 divorce advice posts. What happened this year? This person says, in the process after 22 years, and I'm in Michigan. I feel very seen. And Candy says, okay, but we're in Michigan, asking for a friend. Adrian says, a divorce attorney friend says she's the busiest when kids go back to school in the fall and right after New Year's. Something is in the water, y'all, because across social media, up and down, sideways, and around the globe, something is happening, something is shifting. You guys try to weigh in. Let me know, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm Alexandra Brady. I'm a divorce and custody attorney in Michigan. It's January 2nd, 2024. Today is my first day back in the office since the new year, and I'm wondering, is everybody okay? Did we have rough holidays? My phones are ringing off the hook for consults. Apparently, was it rough?
So there's another social media couple that's trending, and I'm sure that it's all just jokes, but this woman is saying that her husband gave her the other half of her Christmas gift, and that was 2 hours of watching their child that they created together. That was the other half. She got 2 hours to go shop, and he was so proud. He was like, I babysat my child. And then he kissed her. He's like, you had freedom for 2 hours. That's what he said in this video. Now, I'm not saying to get all up in arms. Yes, we know that these social media people, they do this, and this couple is no different. It's just a reminder that if you are watching your own child, it's called parenting. It's not called babysitting. Nancy says, I really hope you guys are able to sit down and discuss that he's not babysitting. If it's his kid, it's called parenting. And time away is absolutely needed. It's not a gift, but a necessity. And then this woman is being sarcastic. I'm sure he's like, oh, a dad babysat his own child. That's love. And Michelle said, that's amazing. He gave you 2 hours to shop. What an amazing husband. I don't know these people, Rafal and Aya. I don't know them, but they do look like they're a social media couple on TikTok. And I did not go to Instagram or YouTube, but on TikTok, they got over 842,000 followers, and their videos, they get some play. So they are doing some serious numbers and some serious views. And man, do they have an age gap on them. He's 45, she's 24. I don't know what their nationality is, what culture they come from, but he sounded like he had a little bit of an accent, so I'm not sure. But the power dynamics is there. A lot of the things that we talk about on my videos are there. Very interesting. All right, you guys go ahead and weigh in.
So I just got back from the store, and my husband goes, did you enjoy your time? That was the other half to my Christmas gift. I'm like, where? What is it?
I babysit for hours.
He says freedom. You were gone for 2 hours, and I babysat. Your gift was freedom. Baby, I love you, and he kissed me.
I was home with the baby. The greatest gift of all for a mother. I love you. I love you too.
First, it was the video of that lady taking 6 hours to unwrap her gift because her husband hated her that much. Now, your man is talking about he's babysitting his own child. How are men babysitting their own kids? And then y'all want to be like, oh my God, it's just a little jokey joke. Oh my God. Y'all continue to share y'all business on the internet and be mad when people have opinions. Yo man at his big old age talking about he babysitting his own child for 2 hours and that's your Christmas gift. These men are not going to say the quiet part out loud. They hate y'all. But it's cheaper to keep her. We all know that, right? There's no way that she go to the store, you babysit, and that's her Christmas gift. And she's laughing because she's embarrassed. This is for women. How many more times y'all have to keep making excuses for the weaponized incompetence? Them forgetting anniversaries, birthdays, taking care of their kids, all of that other stuff. Before y'all actually pack it up and leave. Women have been conditioned to be ride or dies for so long, I keep telling y'all this, that they will quite literally do anything to keep a man by their side at night. Babysitting a baby for 2 hours. Let us not forget the man that was asking his wife to come feed the baby after she had just had a baby and a C-section and she was still doing laundry. Babes, he hates you. Leave. And then y'all got y'all man talking about, don't listen to them, they just bitter. They looking for a mother, not a wife or a girlfriend or a fiance or whatever y'all may call it. It ain't nothing funny about these men treating y'all like somebody off the street, but claiming to love y'all as a wife, girlfriend, mother of their child, whatever the case is. They are embarrassing y'all on the internet and y'all keep keying. But really, in a couple years, you probably gonna be sliding down the wall. All of us ain't bitter. Leave while you can.
On today's episode of Unsolicited Relationship Advice from a Divorce Attorney, we have an anonymous poster. I'm 35 and have been dating a man 20 years older than me. He is 55. I have a 5-year-old child. Things were going well until we started having conversations about the relationship being serious and possibly merging our assets. He shared his home with his ex-wife after being married for 20 years. He recently took out a second mortgage on that home. He also has adult children in their late 20s, and they seem to be heavily dependent on him for financial support. He is repaying his own student loans and also those for his children. I own my home free and clear. My student loans will be paid off within the next 2 years, and I made a few good investments, so I have quite a bit of funds in savings and a good retirement account. When we discussed taking steps to move the relationship forward and discussed marriage, I expressed that I would be willing to sell my current home and purchase a new home and asked that he do the same so that we can build a life together. He was completely opposed to this plan. His ideal plan: I move into his current house that he shared with his ex-wife until he can pay it off, which would be in 10 to 15 years, and then we could purchase a new home together. He also said that I could help pay off his house to move the process along quicker. If we decide to go with his plan, his adult children will inherit that home. He is not willing to compromise in this area, and it has created a roadblock in the relationship. I do not want to move into his home, and he says I'm being selfish and unrealistic. What should I do? Okay, to start, I don't know if he's feeding you this line that he's going to have his house paid off in 10 to 15 years, or if that's just something you are assuming. But I can, with a lot of confidence, say that he's not going to have his home paid off in 10 to 15 years. And do you know how I know that? I know that because he still has not paid off his student loan debts, and he's 55 years old. I don't know what he went to school for, but at a maximum, he went to school until he was 25, 26, 27. Let's say he was even a late bloomer and he went to school until he was 30. That means he's had 25 years to try to pay off his student loans, and he has so far been unsuccessful in doing so. So, working off of the assumption that he's going to be able to pay off his home in 10 to 15 years, especially after he just took out a second mortgage on that home, is faulty logic at this point. Now, while I get that it makes logical sense for relationships to progress a certain way and towards a certain goal, which is typically marriage, in this case, it doesn't sound like you need him in any way. You are going to have your student loans paid off in a couple years. You've made some good investments. You have a good retirement account, a good savings account. And it sounds to me like he would like to further this relationship with you so that you can help him pay off his debts. In this case, you've asked what you should do. My suggestion would be to end the relationship and find somebody that you're more financially compatible with and that has the same long-term goals that you have, and that is willing to compromise on selling your homes and purchasing a home together to move the relationship to the next step. That's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments.